Hello, my name is Robbie from Bike Test Reviews. Welcome to the best gravel wheel set guide. In this video, we're going to be telling you what gravel bike wheels are and what makes them unique. We're also going to be telling you about some of the best recommended gravel bike wheels out there. And also we're going to tell you how to pick the right gravel bike wheels for you. Let's go. So what are gravel bike wheels? So gravel cycling for many people isn't about riding on gravel roads. It's about doing multi-terrain riding. Staying fast on the street, but also being able to navigate a fairly technical trail means you can go on some really adventurous rides. So gravel bike wheels have a really tough job. Not only do they need to be incredibly lightweight to keep you fast on the road, but they need to be strong for all the knocks they're going to take from rocks. And also, because we're going to be using bigger tyres, they need to be able to accommodate for that. So there's a really common misconception that gravel bike wheels, because they share the same diameter as road bike and mountain bike wheels, they are very similar. When actually gravel bike wheels have some really unique features that set them apart. Here's what you need to know. So the first thing to mention is internal rim width. So road bike wheels would have a small internal rim width because they're designed to work with smaller tyres. So you're going to find anywhere between 15 and 19 millimeters on road bike wheels. Mountain bike wheels will have a larger internal rim width, roughly between 25 millimeters and 32 millimeters. This is to accommodate big, chunky mountain bike tyres. Gravel bike wheels sit in between. So on a gravel bike wheel set, you're going to look at an internal rim width of roughly 21 to 27 millimeters. This is to accommodate gravel tyres, which are roughly going to be from 35C to 50C. So then we have improved durability. So gravel bike wheels really do have to be able to take a lot of abuse. When you're off-road and you're really hitting those rocks hard, the wheels really do need to be stronger. So gravel bike wheels generally will come with slightly thicker carbon, maybe a couple of extra spokes to ensure that when you're riding, they're going to be able to take the hits and not leave you stranded. So another really interesting thing about gravel bike wheels is they come in two different sizes. You have 700C, which is the equivalent diameter to a road bike wheel. This makes them excellent for going at high speeds and rolling over obstacles. Then you have 650B, which is the equivalent to a 27.5 inch mountain bike wheel diameter. This makes them really good at accelerating and also working your way around obstacles. So the next thing to mention is disc brakes. So 99.9% of gravel bikes currently on the market are disc brakes. So of course, the best gravel bike wheels are only going to be disc brake compatible. So next we have tubeless. So tubeless is a system where instead of having an inner tube in your tyre, you have sealant. So this sealant can give you some really big advantages. Not only does it mean you can run much lower pressures while riding off-road without the risk of pinch flats, it also means that if you get small holes in your tyres, it can self-heal without you having to stop and repair a puncture. Gravel bike wheels are generally all tubeless compatible, and we wouldn't recommend a set which wasn't. So I've been lucky enough to try a lot of different gravel bike wheel sets. In this section, we're going to talk about some of our most highly recommended wheel sets you can buy on the gravel bike market, but we're not just going to be looking at the most expensive, we're going to be looking at some budget options as well. Let's go. So the first set of wheels we're going to be speaking about today is the Hunt Gravel Race. So Hunt are a huge name when it comes to wheels and cycling. Not only do they make some incredible high-end products, but they also make some really good budget products too. Coming in at $500, we have the Hunt Gravel Race. These are a fantastic aluminium wheel set weighing in at only 1,459 grams. They have a depth of 25 millimeter and an internal rim width of 22 millimeters. If you're looking for a budget wheel set which is going to accommodate tyres as small as 35C well, but also go all the way up to 50C, then I highly recommend the Hunt Gravel Race. So next we have the Mavic All-Road SL Road Plus. So Mavic, another huge name in cycling, who have been making fantastic wheels for decades. So the All-Road SL Road Plus is their 650B aluminium version of a gravel wheel. Coming in at $900, it's a little bit more expensive than the Hunts, and at 1,555 grams, they even weigh a little bit more, but don't let that put you off. The first thing to mention is they are incredibly shallow at only 22 millimeters tall, but they have an internal rim width of 25 millimeters, which is incredibly wide, and they're going to work fantastic with anything above a 40C tyre. We also love the fact that they have those oversized bladed spokes to add extra strength, and they just look fantastic. If you're looking for a solid wheel that's going to last you year after year after year, then the Mavics are definitely one to consider. So next we have the Yolio Pro Carbon gravel wheels. So Yolio aren't as big a name as Hunt or Mavic. They've been around 12 years and they focus on making really high quality carbon fibre products. So we have to tell you about the Pro gravel wheels. Not only are these 50mm deep, giving you a really good aerodynamic profile, but they sit at 22mm wide, making them great for a really wide variety of gravel tyres. They weigh in at 1,512 grams and they look fantastic with a really nice chip style carbon finish, which we absolutely adore because it does stand out compared to other gravel wheels. They come in at $900, which for a set of carbon wheels is incredibly cheap. And we've been lucky enough to be testing these for a while and really like them. If you're looking for a set of performance wheels, which are going to be great aerodynamically and also good on a trail, the Yolio gravel wheels are fantastic. So next we have the Zipp 353 NSWs. So Zipp are known for making some incredibly good performance wheels, and the 353s are a really good example of a gravel wheel that could take you to the next level and maybe even on a podium. So they have some amazing specification, and for $2,000 we would expect that. They are 45mm deep and they have an internal rim width of 25mm. This is pretty good specification, but knowing that they weigh only 1,308 grams, that makes them pretty incredible. They are hookless only, so this means they can be only used with hookless, tubeless tyre systems. This isn't for everyone because hookless tyres are quite expensive. In my opinion, if you're looking for some serious performance wheels and you want to go with a brand that's well known and you've got the money, then the Zipp 353 NSWs are a fantastic gravel wheel set. So next we have the NV G27 650B wheels. So NV are dream components for some people. They are incredibly expensive, but the performance they offer is phenomenal. Coming in at $3,000, the G27 wheels are not cheap, but they are incredible. They're full carbon fibre wheels and they also have some really unique specifications. So they're only 25mm deep, but they have an internal rim width of 27mm. So they are shallow, but they are incredibly wide and they're going to suit larger tyres just perfectly. Weighing in at only 1,289 grams, they are very light and the lightest wheels on this list. If you are interested in relentless performance and have a big budget, then I would highly recommend looking at the NV G27 650Bs. They are great wheels and they are going to last a lifetime, but the outlay of $3,000 is a lot for many people's budgets. So how do you go about picking the right gravel wheels for you? So here are the questions that you need to be asking yourself. Firstly, what's your budget? So I highly recommend having a budget in mind before you start looking. Typically people that go in without budgets either buy wheels that are too cheap and don't last very long, or too expensive and then they regret buying them. So next, what wheel size do you want to use? 700C or 650B? So if you do a lot of road riding and just hit the occasional trail, then I'd recommend 700C as they're just better for that. If you do a lot of off-road and you barely ever cycle on the road, then the 650B will be the better option for you. So then we have depth. So if you're doing loads of high-speed riding, then a deeper wheel is probably going to give you more advantages. If you're doing a lot of climbing and off-road, then a shallower wheel will be better for you. So finally, we have what rim width. So if you're planning on using fairly skinny gravel tyres such as a 33C or 35C, then you're going to want a fairly small internal rim width. If you plan on using really big tyres, then you're going to want a nice wide internal rim width. If you're looking for a bit of everything, then I'd recommend something around 22 or 23 millimeters. So thanks for taking the time to check out our video today. Make sure to subscribe to the Bike Test Reviews YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the next video.